Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you together with our turbochargers again today. And I've got lots of great stuff I want to share with you. I always look forward to our turbocharger meetings. Now, these meetings are for you guys to ask questions, and you can ask me questions on LinkedIn things, or you can ask me questions on legacy project things, and maybe some ideas. We can share ideas with each other. If somebody has found a better way to do something, feel free to speak up because I'm not the be all end all. I'm always willing to learn. And
Hmm.
I just keep my brain box open to new ideas all the time because I'm in my mid 70s, guys, and I have to make sure that I think outside the box and let my mind explore other opportunities and learn new things. And that's also something I've learned. The all my friends that don't keep working on projects all the time, even though they're supposed to be
Hmm.
retired,
Hmm.
they're how do I say it nicely? It's really hard to have an intelligent conversation with them.
Oh,
They can't find it on the hard drive.
Okay, Kurt, what you got?
I was gonna say one of my favorite sayings is minds are like parachutes. They only work when they're open.
That's
Exactly.
right. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, where did you get that from? Is that your own?
I heard it years ago. I don't know.
Ah, I'm going to write that down. Oh, it's already recorded, so we're okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Did you have a question, Donna?
No, no, I was saying it's already recorded. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have a certain routine that I work very hard to stick to every day. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning, I get all my ablutions done and get all ready for the day so that I don't have to worry about putting lipstick on or anything for the rest of the day. And I'm all set to go. And it's all worn off by now, but I don't care.
But
So
it's still
here's
there.
the thing. Here's the thing. Then I have a routine that I go through. I make sure that I've got at least 3 videos pre-recorded ready to go out that day. And my first video is always an introduction to TikTok because I'm doing a TikTok live every day, Monday through Saturday. And I make sure that that is prepared for. So I send a short video out announcing my TikTok live. And then my other 2 videos, what I've been doing is I've been doing every few videos, I've been doing duets, just not to enhance what I'm doing necessarily, but to help other people as well. I've got that helping heart. So I'm hoping that doing some duets will help both of us, right?
Mm.
So the videos are the number one thing. And then I get prepared for my 9 o'clock TikTok. And while I'm waiting for my night, because I'm up at between 5 and 6 in the morning, every morning. My alarm is set for 7, but I never wake up at 7. I'm always awake way before because my mind, when I start to wake up, my mind goes 60 million miles a minute.
I have two four-legged alarm clocks.
They wake you up licking your face.
Not quite going up and down off the bed, up and down, up and down,
Oh,
up and down.
oh man. When I was at my son's place here this last time for 10 days, they put an offer in on a house that got accepted while I was there. And the closing date was last Friday, and I was having to leave by the 13th. And so I was helping them clean their house. They have a dog. It's a black lab. And I found dog hair in places where the dog has never been. Couldn't believe where I could find the dog hair. It was unbelievable. Anyway, we won't go on that topic for very long. So then I have a list, and you can make your own chart. Just use a spreadsheet on an Excel spreadsheet. Are you guys familiar with Excel?
Yep.
Okay. And then on my spreadsheet, I list all the things that I want to have accomplished. And then there's columns. So I just have to put a check mark as I go through so that I make sure I don't forget anything. And I've got to make sure I pull up the one thing, my list I made here. I made this list while I was at my son's place because I wanted to ask you guys some questions about some things that you would that you might like to have some information on. I have a person that I worked with, um, 2011, 2012, and she helped me. I got fired from my last job when I was 61. And you try and get another job when you're in your 60s. It's next to impossible. I put out a myriad of resumes. I lost count after 75. And I got 4 interviews and 1 offer for $10 an hour. And back then, that $10 an hour was minimum wage.
Your
Just
alarm clock's going off.
yeah. So I knew you were going to mute, so no problem. Um, so I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I was
You
working
talking
with
about
this.
the $10 an hour and you had one
Yeah. And I
offer?
knew that I'd have to work 3 jobs. But by that time, my arthritis had gotten so bad in my knees that I was having a hard time cleaning houses and had to stop doing that. And so I was looking for something to do and feeling really dejected, and almost like I was in mourning over a death because I'd lost that job. And I never thought of it in that sense. And I happened to be at a sit down to breakfast networking meeting and I met this gal and she was absolutely fantastic. So we did a trade because at that time I was so broke I couldn't afford to pay somebody. And she specializes in controlling our mindset and helping us overcome grief and loss that we have had over our lives because we tend to press it into our subconscious. And it's mostly people over 50 because we're taught as we grow up, at least my parents did. If when I was bullied at school, I didn't talk to my parents about it because if I did, they would say, well, what did you do to make them do that to you? Right? They'd always put it right back on you.
Mhm.
And so then what I learned as I was growing up is I had to squash it, push it down, get rid of it, push it back, but I didn't know how to get rid of it. The only way I knew how to get rid of it was to just squash it and not talk about it, right? And
Mhm.
just push forward. So I had all of this negative stuff built in or pushed into me, and I've got a really big challenge with a stiff neck. That's where stiff neckedness comes from. Anyway, she says that one of the things that happens when you squash things that have happened in your life down and don't share them with other people, you just try to ignore them and push forward anyway, it settles in your neck and shoulders and other parts of your body. It'll show up in the weaker parts of your body. But anyway,
Stress and
we had a,
tension.
pardon me?
Stress and tension.
Yeah, yeah. So she gave me some questions to ask, and I'm thinking of bringing her in to do a webinar with me and help all of my people and invite as many people as we possibly can to come and do this. And I'm going to talk to Michelle uh, O'Neill about this because I think that she would be really good to help a lot of people. I noticed that I think most of the people that are joining this organization, the Legacy Builders program, are over 50. If you go into
Yeah.
the Zooms when we have the big Zoom meetings and you
Yeah.
look at all the people that have their cameras turned on, there's a lot of gray hair.
Yeah. Old men.
Yeah, and a few wrinkles. So
Do you think that who's the lady? There's a lady already that does kind of mindset sometimes. Do you think she'd have a problem with that, bringing her in?
well,
There,
that's
there,
why I'm going to talk to Michelle
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But here's some questions. So I want you to think about these questions. What is it that you feel that you really need? What is it that you feel that you really need? Bearing that in mind, controlling our mindset and getting rid of or finding ways to clean out our subconscious mind. What is it you think you need most? And the method that she used is called the Dalian method, Dhalion, the Dalian method. It's not a religious thing and it's not a what I call a boo-boo thing. It's sensible thing.
Mm.
And what's holding you back from moving forward? I think about that all the time about myself. What's holding me back, right? And I worked with her for probably a good portion of 2 years. And she helped me a lot be able to get rid of that feeling of grief and loss because I thought there was something wrong with me that I got fired from that job because I worked really hard and I really had a hard time keeping a job. I don't know why I kept being laid off my jobs, right? And I was there for 2.5 years. And it could have been a number of different things. And it could have been because of all the things that I've been suppressing in the back of my subconscious mind for so many years. So think about what's holding you back and who is it that you want to hear about or hear about next, or what is it that you want to hear about next? Pardon me. And I'm trying to read my handwriting. It's not very good anymore. What would be the greatest value you'd like to learn? What would you like to walk away with from this session?
Hmm. Well, I do have a question
Mhm.
about how to do something that I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
I'm
Shoot.
not sure how to remove the open to work designation on my LinkedIn profile.
That's a really good question.
Because I
Um,
mean, I've tried and I don't see a way to turn it off, and it keeps asking me last position or whatever. And I don't want that. I want to have a business. Do I need a
uh,
separate account, like a business account, or
no. Um, I think I'm trying to remember what I did. I put it open to work on mine at one time and I took it off. Have you tried YouTube?
no? I haven't. I haven't. I just thought I'd ask you.
Yeah. Go try YouTube.
Yeah,
And another thing is you can go to ask Mr. John Aspirian.
John Experian.
John Aspirian, do you have his email?
I don't.
Okay, let's see if I can pull it up and put it in the chat. Um,
I haven't been having much luck getting him back to me
uh-huh.
over not being able to get on my laptop.
Yeah, he's
And
probably not going to get back to you if he hasn't got an answer.
Oh,
and
he's the
I
note
got in
taker.
touch with support the only way I could figure out how to do it online.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't heard back from them either.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to go and get you his email because I've saved his email here so that we have it to refer to. And I'm putting it in the chat now. So just use the support at aspirian.co.uk. Just use that part of it. But I
Okay.
put his name in front too so that you know what his name is.
I'm sorry. Just use what part of it?
Just use forget the little arrows on each end.
Oh yeah.
Just use support at aspirian.co.uk.
Okay.
And just ask him if he could quickly tell you where to go to find out how to remove that.
Okay. But he is
And when
LinkedIn
you,
support.
pardon me?
He is LinkedIn support.
Yeah, he's the head of LinkedIn support.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Thank
that's
you.
another reason why he probably won't be fast getting back to you.
Yeah.
And just tell him when you send him a message, I always fall on my sword. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I hate to bother you, but I've tried this, and I can't seem to find an answer. So could you please
Yeah.
direct me to the right place?
Yeah.
So if you act like that, they usually are much better at responding to you.
You're kind of reaching out like a last resort. Yeah.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think after Christine, he is our last resort, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is. But I'm so thankful that I got his email, right? It was a total fluke, I think. Donna, I was concerned about you too because you work with mindset as well, and I didn't want to step on your toes.
No, not at all. I actually am a belief clearing practitioner. So
Ah,
all what you said, I'm like, yes, I know all about that. And
yeah,
a different way of questioning people. But no, that's absolutely fine. Like I have no issue with that at all. But I do have a water healing meditation in my group that is free. I mean,
yeah.
that's something that you could use too.
Mm-hmm. Because we could also have you come and do a session on this in this community, and then I would be willing to go and do a session in your community on LinkedIn if you
I
wanted.
was going to ask you to actually. So,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh gosh, I haven't been on your calls for like weeks because it's just stuff and things, and you were
Yeah.
away. And, yeah, so I was absolutely thinking that too. I'd like to have a few more on the call for that to happen though, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. So
Yeah,
that was
that's
my consideration to that as well.
yeah. So we need to do some planning. So what we should do, Donna, is schedule a time to chat, just you and I,
Yep.
and we'll do some planning. So I'm also working on my 6-week program that I've put together. That's going to be a paid program. And I discovered something in setting up my pay buttons for it. Anybody, because eventually I'm going to turn the turbochargers into a paid platform, and my LinkedIn lives, I'm going to turn them into paid platforms. And I discovered that anybody who is already in on the free will be able to remain free forever. And it's only the new people after I set up those pay buttons that will be paying for it. So my goal is to get that all set up by the 1st of June.
Nice.
And I've got my pay buttons set up for my 6-week program, but I'm having some challenges getting them to be accepted on the school. I don't know if I've chosen the wrong link or what, but anyway, we'll get that figured out. I'm bound and determined to make it work.
Good on you. You will. Together
So,
we will.
yeah, so those were some of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys. And uh, I'm just wondering, does having reflective and inner work to get to the root cause, does that register with you? Would that be something you'd be interested in learning more about? So
Say
just
one more time, please.
so would being able to have reflection and inner work to get to the root cause of your challenges be something that would be interesting to you?
I'm always open to see other perspectives on all of that
Mhm.
conditioning and, what we've suppressed and, all the things that we think that we believe in,
Mhm.
but actually our beliefs. So I'm open to all that stuff because I think everybody has a different way. And of course, I do that work, but I also believe that I you don't always you're not always capable of doing it on yourself adequately.
Yes.
There's always somebody to facilitate my work that I want to
Mhm.
continue doing as well.
Right. So the gal that I'm talking about is Monica Becker, and she's actually German. She has a bit of a German accent, and she has a nice personality style. So now I'm going to go into LinkedIn stuff, okay? You guys ready for that? You don't have any other questions? Okay, so when I when I get into my office, depending on what is set up in my schedule, because I also have charts with lists on my walls, around my desk and calendars all around my desk here because I think I've explained to you how I use the calendars to make sure that I have posts scheduled to go out. And I repurpose my posts. So what I've got scheduled to go out this month or this week, say today, I publish an article, I will post that article through all my social media today, but also I'll schedule it to go out the 19th of June and then the 19th of July so that it gradually fills in. We've got Kim wanting to get in here. I better let her in. Hello, Kim. So I always schedule everything in my calendar the night before. I make sure I check it. Pardon me, sorry. I don't know why I've got this frog in my throat. I always check the night before to make sure that I've got everything set up for the next day. So I don't have to do a whole lot of scrambling. So I pulled out this list that I use for LinkedIn last night. So I made sure I had it here ready for today.
Okay.
And pardon me for, I was at church yesterday and a little girl was sitting beside me who was coughing. I hope I didn't get her cold. So number one, you go in your LinkedIn and you invite people to connect with you. That's the first thing you do every day. You go in, I go into my network. Oh, I've got to share my screen. That would help, wouldn't
Maybe.
it? There we go. Hmm. Okay, I've got a pop-up that has shown its head. There we go. So you click on my network. Can you see my screen? Can you see my
Yes.
mouse moving? Okay. So you click on my network. At this page, I'm going to. Oh, doesn't want to let me go in there. There we go. So these are all the people that they've asked me to come either connect their LinkedIn Live events or they want to connect with me. So we'll just ignore those for now. But you remember all these people here that LinkedIn recommends for you to maybe want to connect with? Look at this guy. He's a laptop entrepreneur. You can't do a blurb with this. You just click, I don't do any more than 5 if I find 5. And there's all different kinds of, because I'm a coach, I always get suggested coaches to connect with.
Sure.
But I'm
You
not.
don't generally go for them though, right?
No, I
Coaches.
don't.
Yeah,
My perfect customer is somebody who's 50 plus or an empty nester who is looking for a way to boost their pension because or their job because they're in their 50s and they're looking down the nose of being fired from their job. And it's dickens of a job to try and get another job again if you're 50 plus. So they need to prepare themselves for that event, which will happen eventually. So go through here and find people who are either network marketers, home-based business, and it's even though our business is not network marketing, network marketers, most of them are not happy with the companies that they're with. And if like I was in 26 different network marketing opportunities at one point. And I just felt like I was literally being nibbled to death by a duck because I was looking for things that were done for me that I could just jump in there and start marketing, right? And have a little bit of guidance. But I realized that you only make 6 to 25% commission of every sale. And you have to make a lot of sales in order to be able to make a decent living. And I was spending 16 to 18 hours a day on my computer, and I just was burning out. It was just too much for me. So when I found this 19 months ago, this legacy program, I just thought I died and went to heaven, and I got rid of all my networking things except 4. I'm in 4 of them, but it's because I use them for they have products for my arthritis. But I'm not pushing network marketing at all anymore. If somebody asks me something and wants to get some information, they have to ask me. I'm not going to push it on anybody. I got so much rejection. And I like you guys might think I have tech, but I don't have tech. I had to learn how to do posts. I had to learn how to build an email list, and it wasn't easy. And I learned a system to build my email list through LinkedIn. And I hope that I can help you guys with that as well. Even, it won't come fast. It takes a bit of concentration. So do you just work through all of these people and find the ones that are, this one says get healthy. I think I'm going to connect with her because she's probably with network marketing, right?
Yeah.
And
So you don't ever go in and look at their profile to see what they really are,
no,
right?
I just do this
Yeah.
really quick. I just look at that
Yeah.
what they've got right there because I don't have time to read through all their whole profile.
Yeah. You can always disconnect, I suppose. You need
Yeah,
to.
but I don't like to disconnect from people. Once I've connected with them, I
Yeah,
don't want to hurt anybody's feelings in any way.
sure.
So
Nobody
you
likes
get my
rejection.
drift. I don't do it for any more than 5 people. And I've been really active on my platform. And if you haven't been active and haven't been inviting people to connect with you, you need to just maybe connect with 2 or 3 a day using this system here, right? But I can go in quite easily and do 5 before I get that little pop-up message that says you've reached your limit for the week or for the month or whatever. So then the next thing that I do is I use this little search bar at the top and I type in, um, we'll just do home-based business. Gotta move the pictures over to the other side. So you type home-based business into that search bar, and then you want to click on people. Remember how we did the search for the groups? We click on people this time. So you click on people, and then you have to set up the filters. So you don't want first level connections because you're already connected to those people. So you start with the second level connections. So if I'm not connected directly with you, Terry, we would probably be second level connections if you are already connected with Kurt or with Donna, right?
Right.
Or you'd be a third level connection if you were one away from one of them, right? So we'll just do second level connections and then click on all filters. See where my mouse is? Click on all filters and it'll ask you what locations. So I always check off the United States and the United Kingdom. And then you can connect with certain companies and you can choose, these are network marketing companies, if you want to
Yep.
choose one of those. So I'll just choose Mary Kay. And if you want to connect with connections of somebody, you could add a connection. So say, I'll do Michelle O'Neill. Now this isn't Michelle O'Neill, this is somebody else. Look at that, eh?
It's 2 L's in her name, for one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not who I want to connect to, but put somebody's name here that you are connected to or that you know is a really, really good connected or center of influence, in other words. You put their name in here and then it'll list a bunch of people that you might want to be connected with. So for right now, we'll just take this out. And you can choose some more. Avon, I can choose. And if you want to choose a school that they're from, if they're entertainment, wellness, and fitness services, I always choose English. And so there's a lot of categories that you can choose here. And you could put in a first name and a title and a school. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to click on Show Results. No results found. Okay, so we're going to go back in here and we're going to review this again. We'll do the Avon Company and do all filters. Second level, add location. Let's do Australia.
I want on my laptop. I can't do that on my phone.
So let's see if we can get another one. Show results. Oh, they're not. So remove all filters. There we go. Now we've got a list of people. So he's an independent business consultant, entrepreneur, peak performance. So just by the word entrepreneur, I like that in there. And so he's offering to have me follow him, but these other people are there open to be connected. And this is a business development manager at Hanoi Capital. So you work through each of these and see which ones fit your perfect customer the best. So you have a more direct, focused link. Kurt, is your hand tired yet?
No, I had a question if you don't mind.
No, don't mind at
Why
all.
would they have follow and not connect? Is he an influencer
You can
or
set,
something?
no, you can set in the back office. There's the privacy and privacy settings.
Okay.
You can go in there and you can set your profile up so that people can follow you, but they can't connect with you. They can't send you a connection request.
Okay.
And people that usually do that are people who don't really understand LinkedIn or they aren't really in it to build LinkedIn, build their following.
Seems very antisocial to me.
Yeah, it does.
I had one that said I couldn't connect with them. They needed my email address first.
Yeah, I don't do those.
I backed out of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good idea. So you get my drift, right?
Yep.
And so then you can change your search from home-based business to network marketing and keep people and have the second level or third level, choose whichever one you want. So you have new people to choose from. And I was just in the process of pasting the list of blurbs that I use that I've mentioned to you before. I was going to paste that into one of my pinned posts. No, that's not the one. I think this is the one. Yeah. So I'm going to paste this whole thing. This is the one that I removed most of my links from, I think, so that I can let you guys use this. But I would recommend that you don't use it exactly the way I've got it. I suggest that you use it by using ChatGPT. Oh, I see a bunch of links I've got to take out of here.
Yeah.
There's another app called Chat On.
Yes.
And so a lot of times I'll use that one just for rewording stuff
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
or to ask it for hashtags or something.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now the third way that we're going to invite people to connect with us is to go into the groups. And we just go to these 9 dots, or the crosshatch, I call it. Go into your groups. These are the groups that you already belong to. And I've done this a few times with you guys. You
I
just,
have to just scroll because I can't right click on my cell phone and stuff.
oh,
And,
yeah.
and so I just scroll down and scroll down. And most of the ones that I see in the groups are from a foreign country.
Mm. Well, if you get in these bigger groups, the multi-level marketing group is a big group. It's got quite a few thousand people in it. You can usually find the clientele that you're looking for, the customers that you're looking for. Now I forgot to clear this other search out of the way here. I don't know. I went and switched this over to another search engine, and it's not liking what I'm doing. Oh, so here you go. You click on the show all, and then you can do your ABC search. So let's change that. I'm going to do let's do AG. There we go. Look at that. So a lot of these people, when you go and check their profile, you might not have any other alternative but to be able to just click on their profile altogether and let them see that you're searching their profile. But this is a first level connection, so I'm not going to go into that profile, right? But you want to go to the ones that are second and third. Let's say second and third. And you can just see right away where they're from. If you don't want to join with people from Africa, for instance, because what I've found, East and West Africa, most of those people are so broke, they're begging for money.
Mm.
And so I've really, it breaks my heart that I can't give them the $50,000 they ask me for.
Yeah.
Oh, I opened this, I think. Yeah, there we are. So you can see he's from Nevada, United States. He's from the US, so that's really good. So you can, depending on how long they've been connected to you, if you have never sent them a message before, that's one thing to think about. But if you're looking to connect with this person, I would just go back into the main room and message from here. If they're your perfect person, right? So you can, right after I get off this today, I'm going to make sure that I upload that document that has all the blurbs on it that you can use, and you just copy and put them into Chat GPT or whatever works. Chat.
Chat on.
Chat on. Okay. Any other questions before I move? So those are the 3 ways that you can be inviting people to connect with you.
Okay.
So Chuck Eggers is a founding leader. So he's multi-level marketing, MLM, the whole 9 yards. So
Mhm.
he would be a perfect target for me as a perfect customer for any of us, actually. And one of the things I look for is I look for profiles that are in English, because English is the accepted language for business worldwide. So if people are wanting to do business and expand their connections and look like a center of influence, they're going to have a really hard time trying trying to find other people that speak their language. But as you know, might have noticed the search that we did just before this, when we were searching for people, you could choose a language in there. So that way you would be able to narrow it down to people that speak your language, and that would be a help. But you're going to have to work twice as hard to build your network that way. So have any of you tried doing endorsements this last week?
No.
I have to confess, I haven't been on LinkedIn for a couple of 2 or 3. When I was last on your training, that was probably the
Right.
last.
Wow.
I know. I just haven't, I don't know. I just haven't gotten back to it. I've been doing other things for my community. So I've been working on some stuff for them.
Okay, I'm going to give you the list here, okay? Number 1, you invite 5 to 10 people to connect with you every day using these 3 different methods that I just showed you. And if you, before you hit 5 even, if you get that little pop-up message, stop inviting, okay? Because you don't want to have yourself get shut out of your LinkedIn account. And then the next one, number 2, send a message to your new connections. I like to send a message. I usually wait maybe 5 to 6 days, usually 6 days, and then I send them an endorsement and a message. And number 3 are notifications. You click on the notifications button and you send messages to people that thank them for liking your posts and comment on their posts. And then number 4, you endorse and message connections. And number 5, so this is the next 3 steps are going to be post number 1, post number 2, post number 3. So you schedule 3 posts to go out a day, and they can be videos or they can be the ones that I show you how to do. Do you want me to show you again how to do the posts with pictures using famous quotes?
Yeah, I'm still a bit confused on the methodology to use for LinkedIn, like what to post, I guess, what LinkedIn likes, the style, I suppose.
Yes. So I use the themes that we get from Michelle in the trainings that she's giving us. And right now, she's given us this, I don't know if you can see it, that framework in the DG digital growth community. And I
Is that a
printed it out.
90-day run, Christine?
Pardon me?
Is that from the 90-day run?
No, it's in the DG one. It's the one that teaches us how to build our own community.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not in that one.
So, let's see. I got to make sure. Anyway, I printed it out, and we're supposed to list 10 problems that our perfect customer has, and then 3 solutions for each problem. And she's taught us how to do this on ChatGPT. So you can set this all up, this whole form on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will finish filling it out. She just filled in the first 2 columns and ChatGPT filled out the third one. And I take all the information that I get from Michelle and I use that as a guide for my LinkedIn posts. So when I'm creating posts to go out, I always do video, and I do them on, I don't know how to use Loom. I've tried to use Loom and it just doesn't work for me for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it. So if I'm going to post something on it has to be a video, and it can be on LinkedIn or it can be on YouTube, it can be on Pinterest or X, whichever platform. I've been creating those videos on TikTok because they're so easy to create on TikTok. And there's so many easy things that you can add to them. So because I'm really not that techie, I've figured out how to have the captions, automatic captions come up on all of my posts, and I've figured out how to save them without the watermark. So I've shown you guys a few times, I think, how to save without the watermark.
Mhm.
And then I just go on, I open up TikTok on my computer. You could probably still do it on your phone as well. Click on one of the videos and then copy the URL that's in the top. And I've even gone so far as to actually type the URL in where I want to put it. But I've got repurpose.io connected to my TikTok, and it automatically publishes all of the videos that I do. So 3 videos a day are going out through my LinkedIn, through my YouTube, on the shorts, because I just do short videos all the time, and on my X and on my Pinterest. So there, I've got these posts going out through all my social media platforms that I'm using. I don't use Facebook or Instagram because of the hacking thing back when. And that way I know I've got some posts going out, and those posts that I create are created along this plan, this idea that Michelle gave us. So I use those plans, and then when you're looking for posts to create posts from the famous quotes, I go and open up one of my browser windows. Can you see me opening up a new window there, guys?
Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
forgot to put free in front of it.
Yeah. I bookmarked that site.
You bookmarked it. Good for you. And you can change this famous success quotes or inspirational quotes.
Sure.
And so depending on what I've got for that day or for the week or for the month even, I look at my sheet that I've got from Michelle and I see all the pain points that I've got on there. And then I can go into my images here and choose ones. Keep your face always toward the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you. So I can think of a few different pain points that this would apply to, right? And then you open up, when you find one that you want to use, you open up Chat GPT, and so I'm going to go in and copy that. Keep your face always toward the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you. And your what will fall behind you? Your shadows will fall behind you. I'm going to put strong call to action. So you see what I did here?
Yep. Put your face forward now.
Yeah.
Urgency.
And I tend to do that a lot with mine. Oops, I don't want that. I'm having a challenge here trying to get my,
Mm.
I don't know why that showed up.
You need to refresh or something. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Okay, I'll do this. And I've got them rewriting it, right? So
Yep.
what they came up with, or what chat came up with, is keep your eyes locked on the light. Now more than ever, don't waste another second dwelling in the shadows. Rise up, take the first step, and move forward with purpose. Your breakthrough is waiting, but only if you chase it. face the sunshine, and leave your doubts behind for good. Now, they didn't put a call to action in here, so I'm going to ask for a call to action. Claim it now. No, I don't like that. So what I would do is I would change that. I would say, if you're ready to take action now, put ready in the comments or something like that, right? Like what we're taught from Michelle.
Yep.
So I'm combining my perfect customer's needs with what I'm learning from Michelle for the 3 videos that I create every day, and who my perfect customer is, and these famous quotes with pictures. Do you get my drift?
Yes.
And then, so you just go through and choose the ones that fit in with what you're planning with your posts that you've gotten from Michelle that day. That way you don't get confused. Are there any other questions before I move forward? Oh my gosh, the hour's almost gone already.
It's funny he puts his high school up there.
Yeah. I just get such a chuckle out of watching people, how they've done their profiles.
Yeah.
He has no background picture, background banner, nothing. There's a picture of him there, and it's so small I can't even really see his face very much. But
Yeah.
he is facing forward, which is good. But I can't tell. There's a house in the background. I guess he's on a street where there's homes, I guess. But that headline right underneath your name needs to be plumped out. He's a Solvay founding leader, and I don't have any idea what that is. He
The
would lose
company.
me. He wouldn't win the 3-second rule.
And
Sometimes I just look through a bunch of profiles and just see what they're doing, and how they've set up their profiles. So these are people that have asked me to connect, or they've responded to my request to connect. So she invited me to attend her May 21st Unlock Go High level for Grand Growth and Grand Martech. I'm not going to do that. I don't have time to go to a whole bunch of networking meetings. And Mary Scott, she's invited me to attend Wholehearted Health Strategy Meets Soul Boot Camp. No, I don't have time. And I don't know how to say that name.
just say good luck.
Invited me to connect digital marketing specialist, SEO, YouTube marketer. No, because he's going to want me to hire him, right?
About that next one.
Sabiti follows me, he's invited me to
Oh, I
connect.
meant Prince.
I
Okay.
skipped one. Um, Together, let's create a world where every child is cherished, valued, and empowered. No, he's not part of my group. Now, you get a lot of people from Africa or overseas who call themselves Prince. I don't know if that's the way like a type of surname, like Mr.
Yeah.
or Mrs., but I find a lot of those. I don't know how to say his name either. Follows you and is entitled. Okay. So he's a digital guy helping brands generate 7 figures. Uh, he wants to work for me. Um, this one follows me, has invited me to connect, company owner, chairman. She looks like a good one. I'll accept her. So those are the key things that you want to work on every day. So I'll just go through really quickly again. Number 1, you invite people to connect with you. Number 2, you message new connections after 6 days. And number 3, you go into your notifications and send congrats messages. Number 4, you endorse and message your connections. That's the 6-day mark. And so once you start doing it on a regular basis, you have a few to do every day. And number 5, you create post number 1, number 6, post number 2, number 7, post number 3, and number 8, you do 3 videos. So you don't have to do both posts and videos. I like to mix them up a little bit, and I'll do some video. I always have 3 videos going out because I've got my repurpose.io set up that it sends out a video at 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 3 p.m. And you guys, if you have a question in between our turbochargers meetings, feel free to reach out to me and ask questions. I check my question box every day on the community to make sure I've answered questions. And Donna, I'll be reaching out to you and we'll get something organized. I'd really
Yeah,
like to do that.
absolutely. I'd love to. That'd be great, Christine.
Yeah. So you guys have a great rest of your evening.
You too.
Okay.
There's a legacy thing tonight, you know.
Yeah,
Not
that's right.
legacy, but
Training.
Yeah.
Community training.
yeah.
And that's good. Awesome, awesome.
Well, that was amazing again. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yep. Appreciate all you do.
Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I want to be everybody's hope giver.
Hey, Michelle took that.
She's a hope dealer.
Oh, that's right.
I'm the hope
That's right.
giver.
That's right. She charges for hers.
Yeah. Well, I'll soon be charging for mine too, but you guys will automatically come on for free.
And
Appreciate
that's
it.
exactly what I did too. I just introduced a paid community and then, it's minimal cost, but it saved a lot of people coming in that were just pillaging the group, the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a safeguard.
Yeah. It makes them think twice.
Yeah.
That's why I've decided to make mine into a paid platform as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
They-
Filter of sorts,
The
right?
new people will have more respect.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And you got the link? You got the link for Esperion, John Esperion?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope everybody copied that. Okay, I'm ending the meeting.
I believe
Adios.
that's all.
And
Adios.